What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for HelloFresh with the ticker symbol HFG. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So the first thing that I see on the chart is that it looks like previously there was a very nice uptrend working higher, and then price action went into a range. You can see that it went sideways here, it went down, it went up, it went down, it went up, and went down again, and now it looks like it's in a formation of a downtrend. So let's throw some lines on here and analyze what's going on. So it looks like this was the range working sideways. You can see that was a support. Not a lot of bounces there previously, just one, and then price action broke below it, could not come back into the range, and then it started selling off. And I think this is where the donator or viewer bought their shares, and you can see they were a little too early, because if I put a channel for this down move, you can see that all the bars were inside of it, and then there was a break outside of it. However, the low of the channel was at the $65 level, $66 level. So that's right where normally 90% of the time prices will at least go back to the previous extremes to make a new one or to retest it. So you can see that exactly that's what happened. Prices broke outside of the channel that was working lower, and the lows of that channel was at the $66 level, and it was working sideways, trapping in longs, thinking it was the bottom. And you can see that this big candle bar just stopped everyone out. This was just complete stop loss hunt. You can see that a lot of buyers were here with their orders, and this red candle bar is much bigger than the previous red bars and even the green one. So you could tell that's a stop loss hit, and it stopped everyone out, and there's a lot of orders to push the market lower. And then it went to the $62 level, and now it's in a slow move down. So is this down move over? It's a possibility. We could also be inside of another channel. You can see that this could be a spiking channel in play. If I connect those two swings and I drag it down, it fits pretty good on the price. So we could be inside of another shallower downtrend channel, because this one's too aggressive. So it looks like price could be in another one. So I'll come back to this. Let's just take a look at the potential target for this company. So I'm gonna have to use a measured move, and you can see that this would be a one leg right there. And if price action usually breaks outside of a range, it looks like it can reach the $43 level. So this is a little lower than I thought, but I think there's a possibility for price action to reach it, or the range is a little higher up, which I had before, possibly right here, and that fits nicer. So maybe we don't have to reach that $43 level. It looks like price action could be trying to reach the, let me just go ahead and make a new arrow. This one's not moving. Let me just drag this down, and you can see that the target is right at the $50 level. So I think that's where prices are headed, right at the $50 level. And let's take a look at what's over there, and you can see that there's a gap right here that could be filled, and potential support, because it was previous resistance and price action broke outside of it. So let's go and put a range right there also. So price action could pull back to fill in this gap and test for some type of support before continuing higher. So that's what it looks like it's trying to do, right at the $50 level. So if price action gets a break outside of this shallow channel that I think it's inside of, and then it continues down to that target, then that's very bullish. I think that's a good sign for the bulls, and then we could see a potential reversal. However, if we stay inside of this slanted channel working lower, and then we hit the target, but we still have not had a break outside of the channel, then we can continue much lower. So the next target that I have is right at the $36 level. So that's quite a big drop, but it's still technically possible. technically possible because that's where a lot of support is on the chart. You can see that's where buyers would not let the market go any lower, and it continued to push higher. So let me see this measured move. Let's see where this one goes. I don't think this one's in play, but let's just take a look at it. You can see that was one strong leg down, and this was the correction. And if we make a second leg down, where could we go? This one's pointed right at the $41 level, which is pretty much back inside this range. So everything's pointing lower as of right now. I think the first stop is right at the $50 level. And then from there, if price action doesn't reverse, I think there's also another possibility to reach the $36 level. So let's take a look at the previous uptrend, and I'm gonna show you guys why we had this sell-off technically. And it's very technical. It's pretty much textbook is what you expect to happen. Let me zoom out on the chart. Let's take a look at this uptrend. You can see that this uptrend right here fits pretty nicely against the price action. Every time prices came to the lower side, it bounced, and every time prices came to the upper side of the channel, it got rejected, and then it moved to the lower side. So this is a perfect fitting channel. So this is what you expect to see. Just textbook. You can see it was on the upper side, found resistance, went to the lower side. The lower side is acting as support, went to the higher side, went to the lower side for some type of support, slowly try to go up to the higher side, found some type of support at the lower side, at the higher side, and then eventually price action will break it. So this shows signs of weakness in the uptrend, but that doesn't mean we're going to lead to a reversal right away. Normally what prices do is run up to the previous extreme. So it works for the same for a downtrend, and in this case it was an uptrend, so it was going to go up. And then price action made that new high just by a little amount and then sold off. You can see that after we had to break outside the channel, price action went up to test the previous extreme, and it could not make a new one, had a little double top reversal pattern, and started selling off. So it's very textbook and very that's what you expect. I think most traders were going to stay inside of this uptrend channel until we had a break outside and a move to a new high. So that's probably when a lot of people got out of their trades, and now looks like sellers are in control. You can see before prices were making higher highs, higher lows, and now looks like we're going to be starting a downtrend. So in this downtrend, where are we going? Like I said before, I think my first target is right at the $50 level, and if we don't find some type of support there, we're probably going to head to the $36, $37 level. So I looked at this company. It looks like it's a pretty good company. It's doing pretty well revenue wise, and looks like they're profitable, and looks like they're have a good business model. So they're making $33.75 billion and only have a $10 billion market cap. So that's a pretty good ratio for me. But technically, I think we're gonna still continue lower. I don't think this is the bottom. It could be, but I think they want to fill in this gap. If they came down this far, I think they want to reach at least the $50 level. It just makes sense. So let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for HelloFresh, and you can see the uptrend more clearer. It was pretty much a perfect fitting channel for this uptrend. This is exactly what you want to see. It's pretty much textbook. You can see that all the price bars are inside of it. The lower side is acting as support. The upper side is acting as resistance. Prices are making higher highs, higher lows. The EMA is pointing up and acting as support. So this was a perfect fitting channel and uptrend for about a few years. And then you can see that those break outside of the channel because these price bars are not in it anymore, which shows signs of weakness. But normally we still get another push up, and we got that push up. And usually when we make that new high, or at least retest it and find resistance, we could sell off, and then we sold off. So that's pretty much perfect price action. So now you see that this is just pretty much one strong leg down. Well, there's a breakout side of it. So like I said, for the uptrend, for the downtrend, there was also a breakout side in a move to a new low. But looks like we could get a reversal, but I think they want to continue lower. There is some type of support at the $50 level, and that's where we can get a bounce. I don't know if that's going to reverse the market to form another uptrend. We'll have to wait to see. And then if we continue lower, the next support is right over here. You can see there was a lot of bounces over here, right at that $37, $36 level. So if I was playing this and I had a position already, I would probably go in small at the $50 level. If you really like the company, if I was really like the company, I'll probably add in a little more to my position at the $50 level, and probably a lot more at the $37 level. But that's if we have a breakout side of that downtrend channel, because if we're still inside of the channel, then we can continue lower. So if we do continue lower, where can we go? You can see that this kind of looks like one strong leg down. So I expect a two-legged correction. So you can see that's one leg down. We could get like a little two-legged correction and then another leg down. So that's the worst case scenario. And the best case scenario is we already have signs of weakness in this downtrend, like I showed you before, where we had that breakout side of the channel and a move to a new low. So this could be a sign of weakness. However, if we're still inside of this channel right here, that's moving lower and lower, then we can continue probably to that $37 target. So that's all I have for HelloFresh. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channels, since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver good content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.